D, wait for it, light bulb.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? And have I got a story for you? Now, also down below, you can find the articles that I read to bring you this video, and you can go through and read those yourself, or you can just watch this video where I'm going to read it to you. Always super fun, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. Also, before we get started, I just want to say Merry Christmas, because this is coming to you on Christmas Sunday. I pre-recorded this if you didn't get that. And before I get started, I just want to say that if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm, and small channels like mine, we always get shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe, and I thank you in advance. All right, so now that I got that out of the way, why don't we go ahead and get started? Now, I find this very interesting, you guys. When I first saw it or heard about it, I was like, shut up, and then I had to go and read, about it, and it was very interesting, and I have thoughts because other people have made videos about it, but I want to talk about it, and I'll mention some of the other stuff that other people have said in their videos, but for this one, I just want to talk. I want to read through this article and talk about it. So it says, no false advertising. Ana de Armas' absence from yesterday flick puts trailers in a legal spotlight. And yes, they do. Okay, so it says, yesterday, Universal's troubles suddenly weren't so far away, at least when it comes to Ana de Armas' absence from the 2019 Danny Boyle-directed flick, Yesterday. Universal is correct that the trailers involve some creativity and editorial discretion, but this creativity does not outweigh the commercial nature of a trailer, wrote U.S. District Judge Stephen Wilson in the December 20 ruling on the studio's mainly failed motion to dismiss a potential class action first filed back in January by Paul Michael Rosazal and Connor Wolf. I don't know how that's how you say their names. Doesn't even matter. Anyways, at its core, a trailer is an advertisement designed to sell a movie by providing customers with a preview of the movie. The federal judge went on to say in the ruling, read here. We're not going to read that whole ruling. We'll just talk about it. Trailer version of the 5 million suit. $5 million. It's so ridiculous. In July, well, it's a class action, so not everybody's going to get $1 million or whatever. In July and October of 2021, Maryland-based Wolf and California-based Rosa saw a trailer for the Himson Patel lead rom-com that featured de Armas as a love interest. At $3.99 a piece on Amazon Prime Video, both fans soon after renting the film about a musician who wakes up knowing all the Beatles songs in the world where the Beatles never existed. One catch, in a deep voice, de Armas was nowhere to be found in the picture. The now blonde actress had been cut from Yesterday entirely. I think the audience did not like the fact that his eyes even strayed, screenwriter Richard Curtis told Cinema Blend in 2019 of Patel's Jack Malik, and why de Armas' character Roxanne plus the subplot surrounding her was left on the cutting room floor. I will talk about this in just 1 second. Let me finish this article because we don't have too much to go through. Cutting room floor. That may be the artistic and narrative reason, and that's fair. However, Wolf and Raza felt conned by the presence of de Armas in the Yesterday trailer and didn't like being taken for suckers. Defendants' advertising and promotion of the movie Yesterday is false, misleading, and deceptive. Their January 21st lawsuit declared of Universal. Which I don't think they're lying, but I want to talk about it in just 1 second. Despite the Comcast-owned studio and their Munger, Tolles, and Olson attorneys' best effort to put the lawsuit in the past, Wilson agreed with a lot of where, okay. So I do, because the rest of it is all not exciting. Okay. So let's talk about this. I won't read the last three paragraphs. You guys can check that out if you want to. So here's the thing. So if you ever saw the trailer for this, he is on James Corden's show, and he's talking to the main character of the Yesterday movie, which was okay. I saw it, but it was okay. It wasn't the greatest movie ever. But anyways, so excuse me. So Ana de Armas is sitting there, and James Corden is like, "Can you just write a song off the top of your head?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." And Ana de Armas is sitting there, so he sings one of the Beatles songs to Ana de Armas. And she, like, you know, of course, falls in love with him because she's like, "Oh my God, he wrote this song for me. I love it," and everything. So then she's not in the movie, okay? And I get where these guys are coming from because they're all like, "I want to see Ana de Armas in this movie," who I love. I love Ana de Armas. She's so freaking hot. It's ridiculous. And she's so talented. I wish they would put her in a lot more stuff. I really do, because she's great. So she wasn't in the movie, so they feel like they were gypped out of $4, which I'm all like, I mean, it's only $4. But I get what they're saying. But here's what happens if this goes through. If they win this case, this sets precedent that every studio going forward can't put anything in their trailers that they aren't going to put 100% in the movie. Because, and a lot of people brought up David Ayer, how in their trailer for the Suicide Squad, they promoted the Joker a bunch, and they put scenes in the trailers that were not in the movie. Of course, they haven't released the Ayer cut. And a lot of people, I heard some rumblings, because one guy said he had drove a couple of hours to watch the movie, and then he was bummed that the Joker was only in like 5 minutes of the movie. And it's the same thing with this one. But I just go, listen, I'm sorry, but you're taking stuff out of a movie. Sometimes, not everything needs to be in it. Sometimes there needs to be some cutting, because some stuff can just be ridiculous. And you're like, "Oh, I wish they would have cut this out of here." I don't know if, a small piece of me wants them to win, but at the same time, I'm all like, I don't know. Like, this seems like a lot to do about nothing. And then I did see, so I saw that other people were saying that, for instance, I believe it was the Yellow Flash who made a video talking about Aquaman 2 and Amber Heard, because he said if they don't put her in the trailer, then people could sue, because they went to see it because they didn't think she was going to be in the movie. And for that, I go, that's ridiculous. If you don't you can't put everything in the freaking trailer. So if you don't put Amber Heard in the trailer, then you can't sue because you show up and she's in the movie. If you show up to this movie and you expect to not see her in this, that's ridiculous. I just wanted to say that, because we can't start now. We're going to start suing because you didn't put stuff in your trailer, and I came in, it was in there, and I go, that's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. So overall, I say that they shouldn't win, because that just sets precedent. Then all studios now have to be very, very selective about, they can't make a trailer until the movie's finished. And I go, that's crazy. It's crazy. But we'll see where this lands. I mean, $5 million is a lot of money for, us plebs. But I mean, the studio, if they lose, I mean, they could afford it. It's only $5 million for them. Tell me, what do you guys think about all of this? How do you guys feel about this suing this studio over this trailer and false advertisement? Do you think this is a good idea, bad idea? Do you hope they win and show these studios who's boss? I wish it was against Disney. Or do you think, hey, maybe you guys should just back off, because it's really not that big a deal that you didn't see Ana de Armas in this very mediocre movie? Or are you like, no, we need to stick it to these studios hardcore. They need to know who's boss, and it's us. All right, you guys, tell me what you guys think about that. Go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go to that like button. I won't mind. If you're my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next year, because this is my last week in review of the year. My next one will be a year in review. But have a Merry Christmas. And if you join me on Christmas Day, I hope it went well for you. I hope it's going well for you and everything. And I will see you guys. You guys have a good week. Bye.